Fig hacks failure. That's exactly what this is. You might look at this figure and say, oh, it's not that bad. Doesn't look that bad, Tommy, but it was 100% the biggest failure of fig hacks I've ever done. I was trying to do Rusev in his Night of Champions 2015 attire because I thought it was pretty good and looked kind of cool. So first thing I tried to do was make his hair have like a bit of a ponytail like he had. But that was the first failure. Didn't have like a dremel or anything to take it down, so I just built on it and it looks really bad. And I don't know what I was thinking there, but that's not the worst part. I think I got his attire down pretty well. I'm not that disappointed with that. I think the paint job could have been better. I'm still learning how to paint a figure. It's totally different than painting a canvas. But what is the worst part of this figure, the toughest part? Well, first, let me tell you what I did. Basically, I took a basic Rusev head because I have so many basic Rusevs. They've really been pumping out Rusev action figures. And then I, as I said, built on it with a little epoxy clay. Totally using Glenn Webb's How to Sculpt Guide, and cut off a few pieces from a Adam Rose hair to build up this dude's hair, painted it, and then just painted his one piece. And for the boots, I went with Brock Lesnar. But here is the main failure moment and the device that caused this fig hack to be awful. You can see I had to slit into his legs. And why did I have to do that? Well, the reason is because for some reason the pegs on Rusev's feet are on his feet and not on the legs. Usually on WWE figures, they got pegs on the leg that go into the boots. For some reason, Rusev had pegs on the boots that go into his legs. Well, or his feet, as it was. So I tried like sculpting some weird stuff to make it work. It never worked. So you see here, the legs are on. Well, that's a lie. Because as you can see, it's barely on. I was trying to just glue them so you could see the ideal look of what I wanted this Rusev to be, but it's still not working. The glue is not holding. I don't know what I'm doing, so that is why this is a fig hacks fail. But I think like if you look at it from the front for just a little bit, like right here, it doesn't look that awful, and it kind of does look like his Night of Champions look, doesn't it? Maybe I can update this once they put out an actual Rusev with boots. Maybe cut off at the leg or something, figure it out somehow. But it was really challenging to make this figure, and I spent so much time on those legs. I broke like 3 figures trying to figure out a way to make those boots go on his legs. And in the end, I just glued them on like a goofball. You know, I like to challenge myself with these post-pay-per-view fig hacks and see how quickly I can do an attire, and this one almost got it done in 8 hours or so that I was allotting myself, that I thought I could get it done before my 4 p.m. Eastern cutoff. But alas, the feet, shoes, boots, whatever you call them, biggest problem. Also, the thing about Rusev's boots these days is that they're not really the same as Brock Lesnar. It seems like they're a hybrid between Brock Lesnar and Batista's boots. I would have used Batista's boots, but I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't want to ruin a Batista. I have so many Brock Lesnar figures that it was cool, and I have so many Rusev figures, so it's fine. You're gonna see a lot of Rusev figures down the line, although I do dislike how the hair came out. That looks pretty awful, doesn't it? But that's the thing about customs. Anthony's Customs reviewer on YouTube, I was reading a Reddit Q&A with him, and he said something very poignant that I'd like to point out to you. And I think it was basically, there are no bad customs, they're just unfinished customs. And that's so true, because this is definitely unfinished. but at the state it is, it's bad. I'd like to say I'm the exception to that. I make custom failures, and that's the thing with making customs. It's a learning process, and that's kind of cool. My channel all along was a process of seeing me get back into the toy industry after so many years, toy collecting, you know what I'm saying? And then this is like seeing me grow as a customizer. So speaking of that, I've done 3 fig hacks so far. And which one would you say was your favorite? Let me know in the comment zone. Furthermore, speaking of the comment zone, I got on my phone some comments that I'm going to address. John Tavares, why didn't you do Dolph Ziggler? Well, customs take a lot of time, and if you saw in my last Dolph Ziggler review, I am working on a custom Dolph Ziggler. But these things don't happen in a day. As you saw with Rusev, I rushed it, I broke a few figures, and it's a fig hack fail. So you can't expect me, or any customizer for that, any artist for that matter, to rush their work. Never compromise, because when you do, you're just abandoning yourself. Nick Storm, maybe try a Tyler Breeze. Hey, I picked up another Tyler Breeze to make an elite. I'm not sure what body, so let me know in the comments what body you think I should use. I'm thinking maybe another Seth Rollins. But is he too jacked for that? I don't know. Then Meher Ahmed, Tommy, will you make a custom Elite El Generico? Yeah, maybe a basic though. I don't know, I picked up a second Sami Zayn just for that. And that's basically why I get most of my figures now, to make customs. So if you've been seeing me getting a lot of basics, that explains it. I like making customs. Basics are a bit easier, and as I'm learning, I bust out some elites, but pulling back, I'm gonna start doing some basics. And then last question, Mike Hyonidis, do a custom Wolfpack Sting. That would be really cool. Maybe I will. Alright, so thank you for watching this fig hack fail. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will go out and make some awesome figures as usual. Post them in the comments. I check them out usually. I might not comment. I should comment. That's pretty rude of me, telling you to comment but not commenting. Post your fig hacks. I'll try and comment. You have a great day, and now I'm gonna cut to one of those goofy little watch this different video, which will most likely be linking to, I don't know. As Daniel Bryan would say, copyright infringement, I can't actually do it. So click on this video instead.